Welcome to the League FC. My name is Denver, and today we are talking about Deadline Day. It was an interesting deadline day in the world of football. There were some unexpected moves that totally went through, and some totally expected moves that didn't go through. Sorry, Manchester United fan. Wait, don't get mad yet. We'll talk about that a bit later. Stick around. First, I want to direct your attention to a team that caught my eye. We are going to the best team in the world. Sort of the best team in the world. We are going to the champions of Europe, Bayern Munich. Now, Bayern Munich had a pretty good transfer window. Yeah, they lost Thiago and all that, but they brought in Leroy Sané, they brought in Mark Roca. And then deadline day comes around and they make 3 signings. 3! First, they were reunited with their long-lost buddy, Douglas Costa. It's really nice that they're back together. Douglas Costa was out at Juventus and now he's back on loan. And I think he might recapture the form that saw him as a favorite at Bayern Munich. And maybe Bayern Munich will look to make it a permanent move next season. Let's see how that goes. They also brought in Sarr from Marseille, who is a right back that can fill in for Pavard, while they move Kimmich into the center mid spot. Is it Kimmich or Kimmich? Well, somebody let me know. Comment section. I don't know a whole lot about Sarr, but I can tell you that he loves bombing up and down that right-hand side, and he's got a few skill moves in him. He's not Neymar or Alphonso Davies for that matter, but he can do a pretty decent job, I think, for Bayern. And signing number 3, I love this man. He went from Stoke City, got relegated to Paris, and now to Bayern. Eric Choupo-Moting. Eric, if you're out there and if you see this, I've got massive love for you, man. Hit me up, tell me who your agent is, and help a brother out. I could use an agent like that. Elsewhere in Germany, RB Leipzig signed Justin Kluivert on loan from Roma. Now, Justin Kluivert is a very talented and very exciting young winger, also son of Dutch legend Patrick Kluivert. So let's hope he can explode in RB's youth development system. And maybe they might make him permanent later, or he'll get a move to a much bigger club next summer. Who knows? Watch this space. Elsewhere on the continent, we look at Juventus, who on deadline day finally made the signing of Federico Chiesa from Fiorentina. Fiorentina, by the way, had a very exciting deadline day of their own. After losing Chiesa, signing Calhanoglu from Napoli as a replacement was a very good signing, as well as Barreca from Monaco. Now, moving back to Juventus and Chiesa, it's going to be very good for Juventus to have Chiesa on that right-hand side where Bernardeschi usually plays. Seeing that Bernardeschi probably hasn't reached the levels that he wanted to with Juventus, and Andrea Pirlo not having played him a whole lot last season, I think Chiesa would be a great addition to Juventus' right-hand side and complementing Cristiano Ronaldo and Paulo Dybala really, really well. Alright, let's take a trip to the north of England, where Newcastle United have signed youngster Rodrigo Vilca from Deportivo Municipal, who I believe are from the second Spanish division. Now, this is a headline transfer for me for one reason, and that is not because Vilca was highly touted as a signing or extremely expensive, because he's a youngster, he's probably something for the future or a squad player for Newcastle at the moment. However, Newcastle have had a very active transfer window, which is very unlike them, and still went out and made a signing of a young player on deadline day. Is Mike Ashley looking to turn a corner with Newcastle, or is he just stocking up to sell again? Let's see what happens with that one. And staying in the north of England, we go to Everton, who signed Robin Olsen from Roma on loan. Now, for those of you who don't know Robin Olsen, he is a goalkeeper and he will be providing backup or as a challenger to Jordan Pickford. Now, some of you may know that Jordan Pickford hasn't had the best of performance of late. Ancelotti and the Toffees fans are going to be glad that he has some competition behind him. Maybe Robin Olsen could step into the first team to, iron out those defensive errors that happened with Pickford in there. And maybe they might even push Pickford to improve and step up his game. So let's see how that happens. And I think this was a very good move by Everton on the last day of the transfer window. Moving on to what you have been waiting for and that I teased in the beginning of this video. We are going to talk about Manchester United. Now, let me start with the outgoings. The outgoing being Chris Smalling finally making his move to Roma permanent. Smalling played for 10 years with Manchester United, which is quite a long time. He had a couple of good ones, a couple of howlers. Manchester United fans, are you going to miss him? Now, on to the incomings. Alex Telles, FIFA legend, has joined Manchester United. Now, United fans should be happy about this because walking into Manchester United, he is already supposed to be considered probably as one of the top 5 left backs in the league. And he's going to add a lot of defensive solidity and a little bit of attacking flair to that left-hand side of Manchester United. Of course, we all know that Luke Shaw hasn't been putting in the best of performances as of late. And even though he threatened to be a world-class performer in his younger years, I think that time may have passed him and he needs some competition and some inspiration to develop himself as well. Next signing on the card for Manchester United was Atalanta youngster Amad Diallo. Now, Diallo is 17 or 18 years old as per my knowledge, and Manchester United spent about £30 million on him. And given the transfer activity that Manchester United have had, that's a little confusing, but hey, we'll spend $30 million on a youngster. Manchester United can do it too, right? So we'll see how that goes. I can't really tell you that it'll be a good signing or not just yet. Him being a right winger, Dan James and Mason Greenwood also play on that side of Manchester United's starting lineup most of the time. So it's not likely that you'll see a lot of him this season at Manchester United. And then the third signing that Manchester United made, they made 3 as well. Edinson Cavani on a free transfer from Paris Saint-Germain. Now, first, when I heard about this, I was like, oh damn, Cavani at United. But then I remembered, Cavani is 34, and he scored 4 goals in the league last season. So, not quite sure what the thinking was behind that. Maybe it was a panic buy at the end. United fans, what do you think? I think your money would have been better spent on perhaps a centre back, maybe a CDM. But regardless, I think Manchester United overall had a pretty decent deadline day with the signing of Alex Telles especially. Now for the headline transfer of deadline day. The most expensive signing of deadline day was made by Arsenal? Yeah. Arsenal made the most expensive signing of deadline day 2020. Let that sink in. Arsenal signed Thomas Partey for £50 million, triggering his release clause from Atletico Madrid and bringing him into the team. Now, Thomas Partey would be a great addition to that Arsenal midfield, someone that they have been missing since Patrick Vieira, according to most people. Now, Partey would not only bring that solidity that Arsenal need, that defensive awareness, and that eye for a line-breaking pass, but it would also give Mikel Arteta that option of transitioning his formation from a back 3 to what we assume is his preferred back 4, with maybe a 4-3-3. Arsenal fans, are you excited about this? Do you think that Partey would make this much of a difference to the team? Do you think he would make as much of a difference as Bruno Fernandes did last season with Manchester United. Of course, maybe not assisting and scoring goals, but in terms of giving the team defensive solidity and that assuredness to move through the midfield. Also going the other way, Lucas Torreira joined Atletico Madrid on loan, and castaway Matteo Guendouzi went to Hertha Berlin. Hopefully he gets some good game time. Maybe he'll come back to Arsenal. Maybe he'll look for a move elsewhere next season. Well, those were my headlines from deadline day, guys. Elsewhere, we also had the likes of Theo Walcott going back to his boyhood club, Southampton. Hope he has a good one there. Napoli signed Timo Bakayoko from Chelsea, who finally got a permanent move away. And Wolves sent Ruben Benafra on loan to Olympiacos and also ruined my fantasy team. Well, those are my thoughts on deadline day, guys. What did you think of all the action that happened? Which signing were you most excited about? What are you looking forward to see in the next transfer window? Did your club make all the signings that you want? Did they miss out on some of the key signings that you were looking forward to throughout the whole window, JB Thatcher? Well guys, that is the end of the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. Leave your comments down below about all of your thoughts. Share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and come back tomorrow. See you all then.